On September the 8th, one of the most incredible endeavors in the history of daredevil sports will take place, which can be seen only on closed-circuit television. On that afternoon, my next guest will attempt to jump the Snake River Canyon, 4,700 feet on a steam-powered motorcycle. Ladies and gentlemen, I didn't run that fast in the old days at 110th Street. I would like for you to welcome Mr. Evel Knievel, if you will.
Thank you.
Wow. You know what I like about you? One of the things, because we've never met, what I like about you is there ain't nothing small time about you, baby.
Thank you.
Tell me about the jump. I'm not going to ask the questions they got on here. I'm just going to ask you, everybody's going to be watching, everybody's going to be concerned about you. What are your feelings about it?
Well, I think the jump will be a success. You mind if I...
Yes,
I'll put it on.
Let me have a light off of that, please.
Put it out, babe.
I hate to have you in my sky cycle. You wouldn't know which direction to go.
Sure would. I hate to have you in the ghetto.
The canyon jump, I think will be a success. We fired 2 shots out there, and the last one we fired, which was last week, went, as far as I'm concerned, exactly like it was supposed to go. We had a premature parachute firing, and the machine went into the Snake River, and what we were actually trying to do was see if the shock absorber, which is in the front of the vehicle, would take the impact on the other side so that I would be all right if I rode it all the way in, but we never had a chance to see that because it went in the river. But I don't have, you know, the amount of money that the United States government has to test rockets. I wish I did, even though we've had millions to spend in this country on rocketry. We lost 3 astronauts on the launch pad at Cape Kennedy. There's a man named Robert Truax, who is my engineer, my chief engineer, who has had very little money to work on my project, maybe $1 million, and an awful lot of pressure put on his shoulders. So here's a man that pioneered rocketry in this country, who is now retired and who's working with me. And this rocket shot is as much of a responsibility on his shoulders as it is on mine. And I hope, and of course pray, and my family does, that this thing goes okay, because it's been pretty tough to live with for 4 or 5 years.
But the thing that strikes me, if I may ask, why? You know, I know the... No, I wasn't being facetious. I really wasn't. I know that you know, the cat says the greatest answer to why is because someone asked Hillary, why did you want to climb Everest? He said, because it's there. But when you're doing something this far out, you know, something that really could do it, is this going to be the culmination of your life? I mean, is this the one dream you had to do something like this? But you've done dynamite things.
When I got into this business, I did never think that it would come to this. I never thought of jumping a canyon. When I did, I went to the United States government and had written permission to jump the Grand Canyon from the Secretary of Interior, Mr. Udall.
I know that.
He then reneged and changed his mind, and I lost that permission, so I went to Idaho and I leased the property on that canyon. I don't think you can say anything about a man any better than his word is as good as gold. I don't care what compliment you pay a man, and I would like to have the canyon jump over now and be alive and have everything that I feel I've paid the price for success for, but I'd rather take a chance on losing my life if that's what I have to do to keep my word. You know, Sammy, when we all think about life and death, if people really look at it on a realistic basis, in time, we're all only here for a very short time, and
right.
I feel that God put me here to be the best and to live the best and do the best that I could, and when he's ready, he'll take me. I don't think a human being can ask for a better deal than that. And I'm a daredevil, and that's the way I live, and that's why I enjoy life.
Well, I'll give you 10 points for that. Because there ain't nobody in the world that loves good times and money and cars more than I do, but they ain't got enough money in this country. Not only across the canyon would I not go, how about across the street? No way, you know, but I appreciate what you do because, again, being in show business all of my life, you have captured the imagination of this country and the world, I think, internationally, because you are a daredevil, and we don't have them anymore, you know. And but we are concerned about you, because we don't want to lose you, man. We want you to be around to do a lot of things, and that's why I asked the question.
Well, if I go, you know, if I lose my life, not have to lose my life, I say this, I think very seriously about what young kids in this country may try to do, maybe in emulating me, doing what I do. And I say with very serious consideration, even though I haven't spent an awful lot of money at the canyon jump compared to what rocket shots are in this country, with this Sky Cycle, which looks exactly like any motorcycle that ever ran at Bonneville, Utah, only mine is steam-powered. It's not a motorcycle. It's a steam-powered Sky Cycle. I'm in an open cockpit where most of them are enclosed, so I can get out of that thing in case I have a mayday. The kids should know, and I want them to know, that when you take a chance or a risk, it should be a calculated chance or a risk. You should do things as professionally as you possibly could do them. You should surround yourself with good help. You shouldn't take a haphazard chance in life without weighing the amount of reward in the ultimate end. And I now, because of the things I've acquired, have to look at a saying that I've believed in all my life. Success is achieved by those who try and keep trying, and if you have nothing to lose and everything to gain, then by all means try. In my case, I do have something to lose if I lose my life, but I have something to gain also. Besides keeping my word, I tried something to want to be a first at it, and I did it in an honorable manner. I did it with the best help in the world that I could get, and I feel that I have the feelings, the good feelings of the country behind me. And well, I'll tell you, when the dogs stop barking at you, when the truck drivers stop shaking your hand, and the kids stop asking you for autographs, you're in a lot of trouble, and I've got it all going right now, and I'm going to keep it that way.
Well, there you go. I would like to tell you that Johnny Bench wants to tell you that he'll never switch again because of